Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Bloody Bunch podcast number 22. Today, it is
24.
Me. What? You stop. I was introducing people, you asshole.
I know.
It is I, Belfour, with Kathy, obviously, and with Buddy.
Hello.
Hello.
So it's been a while since we recorded because Lauren came into town, and everything that I had planned for us to do did not work.
Also, life happened because life.
Yeah. Originally, Lauren and I wanted to record a bunch of stuff, and we had an idea for the podcast, but there just wasn't enough time. Like we everything that we had, like there was just way too much stuff for us to do, so we kind of fell back on recording stuff and doing things. But we're back, and yeah. So how have you guys been for the past month?
That's a hard question to ask. I mean, that's just a very deep and personal question that I can't really.
Buddy, shut the fuck up.
You gonna make me or what? No, I mean, I'm not gonna complain much. I mean, things could be better, but eh.
Yeah, you know,
That's
got
life.
to keep them high spirits up. Kathy, how have you been dealing with Beauty and the Beast coming out?
Let's let's not talk about that. Okay.
So apparently, over at the Outcap, they've been sold out since Beauty and the Beast
I want to die.
has been released. Like, they've been sold out every weekend since it's been out. And
Okay. All right. So it's died down a bit. Like the late shows are not as busy, and we're not. I think last week when I went in, we were 1,000 people sold out. It was like 950 people. So, okay, it's going down. So I'm looking on the bright side of everything, but they're kind of screwing me over because there are times where I'm like, okay, so I have a night shift from like, it was like 5:30 to 1:30. Yay, okay. And then next thing you know, they're like, so you need to come in the next morning at like 9:30.
Yep, I've been there. I've done that.
And I'm like, what the ever let me fuck? And it's like, but you live closer. I live so far.
Hey,
And
so I understand, like, the commute is a pain in the ass. Like, I can only imagine. But it's like, I've also been, that's one of the reasons why I was like, I'm done. I can't deal with it because of shit like that, where it's like, you work until 1:30 in the morning. You don't get home until like 2 or 2:30 in the morning, and then you have to come in early again. It's like,
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But also, the reason for all of that happening to us is because there are certain people who decide, hey, we know the really busy movie's coming up, so goodbye. Which means all of us who are left over have to cover for all of those people's asses.
Hey, I let you guys know, all right? I was
no.
I'm done.
You were fine. You were fine. We knew that was happening, and also you were part of guest control. You weren't part of ushers, where some people left completely. Some people just
Didn't show up.
weren't there as often because they have other jobs, which is also understandable. But then they could have scheduled everyone better. And and then there are so many people who constantly called out. I think one day I had 3 people in my department call out, and I was lead, so I was like,
damn, that sucks.
all right, okay. And then they have implemented this new where, we want like 2 ushers in the front and 2 ushers like close to the audiences on the very sides and the dark corners to make sure they're not talking and recording. And I'm like, does it look like I have enough people for this? And they're like, I don't know, make it work. And I'm like, does it look like I have enough people to make it work?
Yeah, that's the life.
I'm just like, does it look like I can make it happen?
But other than working the movie, what did you guys think of the movie?
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I think it is fantastic. I personally like it more than the animated film.
I can agree with that.
I know.
I'm not saying that's wrong.
Me? I'm just saying I prefer it over the animated version is fantastic. I love Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Right.
Excuse me, but I felt like they built up the characters more, and I felt more for those characters.
Right.
And also, Ewan McGregor as Lumiere, fucking fantastic.
That was good.
He was my favorite part of the entire film. I was just like, oh, just give me more of him.
The choreography was great. The music was great.
Music was
Everything
fantastic.
about it was beautiful.
all of the references that they had in there, like Singing in the Rain.
Yeah, there's a lot of homages like throughout the entire film.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff, and actually,
They did very well with it.
Absolutely, I really enjoyed it. If you guys haven't seen Beauty and the Beast yet, go watch it. It's a good film. Like, just
yes, it has.
It's fun. There's music. There's laughter. There's pain. It's great.
But also, how the hell have you not seen it? I mean, like, come on.
Hey, some people. Hey, to be fair, it took me almost a month to watch Logan, which is also another fucking great movie, which we took Buddy to go see, which was fan-fucking-tastic.
Have not seen that one, but I should.
You should, just because it's a really heavy movie.
No, I heard, and I told my girlfriend that we should go see it, and we're down, except she just started her new quarter, and I'm dealing with work, and I'm pulling, I think, 61 hours so far on Mass Effect. So, no time.
Video games are life.
Yeah.
So in other words, Kathy, stop making fucking excuses and go see the damn movie.
No.
Oh.
Fuck you. I can't go without Daisy though. So.
Okay. Well,
she has a point.
That is true.
But yeah, Logan was really good. I really enjoyed seeing not even just the dynamic of Logan and Professor X. I just like seeing the acting chemistry that Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart, had on screen. Did I say Patrick Stewart? Wait, what's his name? That's not his name. Patrick. Oh my god, what the hell is... No, it is Patrick Stewart. Never mind. Who was I thinking of? Yeah. Anyway. Fantastic on-screen roles. Really good movie. And speaking of really good movie, it was also a really good movie. Fucking Power Rangers, like I said it was going to be. Please, Kathy, tell me you saw Power Rangers.
I haven't seen anything since Beauty and the Beast.
You have
but
to
that's
watch
because
Power
I've been working it, so that's why I've seen it.
One of the things that I really liked about the movie, I'm not going to go into any spoilers because that movie's still relatively new.
Yeah.
But one of the things I really enjoyed about it is how crazy diverse the movie is. Not even diverse in terms of characters or actors or whatever. The music is crazy diverse. I don't want to say concepts, but the scene
subjects.
The subjects throughout the entire movie are very diverse, and it's really well done. I really, really loved it. And spoiler, Yellow Ranger's gay.
Huh?
Yes. Which means you have to watch it. Also, she's Latina, so there you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That movie just went to the top of my. Oh shit, she's hot.
she's pretty attractive.
Okay, all right. Let me text my girlfriend right now.
Also, my favorite character in that movie is Billy. Billy really makes that movie. He is such a nerd, like he is in the TV show, but he's such a. I don't know how to explain it. He's just a very good comedic relief. But he's fantastic. And Jason's just a dick.
Wow.
But yeah, no.
Wasn't he always a dick, though?
Yeah, he was always not necessarily a dick, but he's very...
douchey.
Yeah, he's very, it's me, I'm the one, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I knew the movie couldn't be as bad as the TV show, and that's all that I was basing it on. It's as long as it's not as bad as the TV show, I have no complaints, because they can only go up from the TV show.
Really? That's really true.
And I don't know, movies are fantastic.
Also, Kong was a good movie.
Damn it, I wanted to watch it. That has, what's his name in it? Loki. What's his name?
I almost said something else.
I was gonna say Cumberbatch, but I know that's wrong.
No.
The hell's his name? Who's the female leading that one?
Oh God, what's her name? Jesus.
To the IMDb.
I'm looking. Brie Larson.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
And then it's Tom Hiddleston. There we go. That's his name.
Tom Hiddleston.
So I just texted my girlfriend, and hold on. Oh, I was like, maybe we have to see Power Rangers. Yellow Ranger is gay. That is all I said, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna say okay in as soon as she responds to me, because she. Um,
Lol. So, buddy, would you recommend Kong Skull Island?
I would since it's, I won't say much into it, but how they're gonna connect it with him fighting Godzilla. It's kind of how they connected it in some way, shape, or form, because he's still adolescent. He's not the full grown ape as we know from what the movie shows us. He's a teenager.
That's cool.
Okay.
Because it's the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Interesting. See, I feel like that movie has not gotten, like, I know they marketed it, but I feel like the marketing for that movie was not good enough for the quality of movie that it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, oh my gosh, they're making a Mist TV series. Why?
They're making a lot of TV series. That makes us go, why?
There's a lot of stuff on Fox that's like...
that's why?
Well, like Lethal Weapon. Like, Lethal Weapon is now a TV series. The Exorcist is now a TV series. It's like... Like, you guys are just piggybacking off successful movies. Like, it's kind of annoying.
Oh, you know what's a new one that's like a Netflix series that I absolutely will not touch and I hate without even looking at it?
What?
13 Reasons Why.
Oh, I've seen people freak out about that. What is the concept of that show?
Okay, so in high school, I was part of this, in my English class, I was part of this group, and I don't know why one of them was this one angsty girl who really loves all these weird, I wouldn't really call it sexual or violent, but it's something in between or something like that. And we were to choose, I think every month or so, we were to choose a book to read, and one of them was 13 Reasons Why. And I went into it like, okay, sure, another one of these books, whatever. And I ended up really absolutely hating the book, and I never finished it because it's about a girl who then she died. Since the beginning of the book, she's already dead, and it was because she suicided. And she sends out these tapes of 13 reasons why she killed herself to the people who are responsible or have in some way or form altered her life that led to her demise. And it follows the story of this guy who is currently listening to the tapes. And the thing is, she doesn't tell you where your part comes in on these tapes. You have to listen through all of it. Yeah, and it's basically like all these angsty teenager things. And I mean, some of it I get, like sexual assault and bullying and so on and so forth, and I get it. But it's kind of like putting the blame on these people, saying like, you killed me. Whereas sometimes people do have to realize, in a way, mental health is a responsibility of your own also. And not just, you can't just put the blame on others and be like, you killed me because you did this.
Yeah,
and you didn't save me.
As someone who's gone through a lot of stuff, I'm not getting into it, but I feel like that story really doesn't put someone that's in that situation in the best light.
Right.
Like, I feel pretty bad about the fact that there's a story that's written that way.
Right.
I don't know, that kind of puts a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, see, the thing is, especially during high school, I guess high school is a time where a lot of people deal with this stuff, but I mean, so have I. Especially during high school, it wasn't a very good time. But it's just reading this, and just this girl is in a way putting blame on all of these people and making them feel bad for her death after her death, and like, you are to blame because either you did this to me or because you didn't help me.
Oh,
you get me?
Okay, so there's stuff like that too.
It's something like that. Yeah, it's like in a very like, I wouldn't say pity because I don't want to really offend anyone, but to me it was like she was looking like she's putting up blame on everyone but herself, saying you caused this, so now that I'm dead, I want you to be miserable for the rest of your life knowing that you did this.
Yeah. Good thing that I have no desire to watch the show.
I mean, I didn't like the book, which is why I'm never going to watch the show, but I had high hopes for the book, hoping that it was a way to help cope with this.
Yeah.
Instead of like, because I mean, people don't do it intentionally so you will die or to kill yourself. Those people are just horrible people, which you could totally blame them. But these people are kind of like, they don't know. Some of them do it, make decisions. Yeah, they make decisions that, I mean, some of them were actually bad. Like, I can totally see why she would be like, you know, what the hell, right? She would blame them. But there are some where she was like, you didn't help me even though you saw that I was suffering. And it's like, but sometimes people don't know this. People don't understand, and people don't know whether they should help you or how to help you. And it's just the way that everything was put. I was just kind of like, I don't think that this is how it should go. And also, from what I heard about this Netflix series, was when the producers consulted with everyone who knows about mental health and suicide, they did exactly everything these people told them not to do.
What? Why?
I don't know, because you know, some people who have had to deal with this have actual trauma and they could get triggered by certain things.
Yeah.
And they did these certain things in the show, including showing the suicide scene.
Wow, ballsy.
Yeah, about a girl who suicided, and people are already like, "Okay, cool, you're talking about the issue, but you know, now you also have to pay attention because this issue is highly sensitive, especially to those who are either dealing with it or have trauma from dealing with it."
What's gonna happen is, and this is a bad example, but this is the best example that I can give in terms of relating what someone does and or like attempts to do on their own as opposed to what's happening in a story. Is like 50 Shades of Grey, where you have this over fantasized idea, but the people who are in practice or who are in that type of lifestyle hate it so much because it depicts it in such a terrible manner. But the public and the general public really enjoys it because they don't understand it.
Right.
I feel like that's what this show is, which is the reason why this show is going to be successful, is because people don't understand it from that point of view, and they enjoy that type of story because they just don't know.
Pretty much. No, I completely understand that. Like,
essentially, it's the ignorance is bliss thing, where it's like, because you don't know, you're gonna enjoy it.
Right. But then they don't also think about how, like, enjoying something like that can inadvertently harm the people who are actually going with this, because now you kind of romanticize it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
in some weird, twisted sense. And that's just sad, because it shouldn't be that way. It should never be that way. But
well, hopefully it'll die down soon.
Hopefully. I mean, the book was, I guess, well written. It's just the way everything was presented wasn't very good. I've read other books of that style that was more poetic, and it gives you an insight of how the person is without truly putting blame on others for how everything is.
Yeah. Well, in talking TV shows, I just recently binged the fuck out of Prison Break. And
oh, Jesus Christ.
Holy crap, that show was phenomenal. I can't
Isn't there like a new season coming out?
There is a new season, and it's on their second episode right now, which actually I should watch after we finish the podcast. Because the first episode was actually really good. The only thing that really, really bugs me is, I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody who hasn't seen the series, but it came out in 2005, so if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. It's on Netflix, it's on Hulu, it's literally on everything.
It's everywhere.
But the writing is fantastic. The actors are phenomenal. Like, everybody who's in the show is a fantastic actor. Like, I cannot express how much I like the show. But the series finale I really enjoyed of the original series, which was in 2009, I think was the series finale. Because they wrapped it up in a very satisfying way for every single character because of their character tropes and everything. But there is a special that they came out with for the 2009 series, probably a few months afterwards, which contradicts a character a character storyline. And in the new series, it contradicts it again to say as if that special that happened technically never really happened. So I'm curious as to see how they're going to fix that in this series, because it's like, I think it's only 9 episodes. It's like a mini series event. So I'm curious to see how in 9 episodes how they're going to kind of fix what they kind of broke, because since I just finished watching the series and then going back to this new one, I was like, oh, this is in my mind, like this doesn't make sense to me. But fuck, man, it's good. It's so good. It's very, very good.
It's very, very good. It's so good. All the good.
It is. Have you guys seen it?
I've only seen parts of it when it first came out, and then I never really got into it. So
there's a lot of episodes, but it's totally worth it. I think the first and second season are about 22 episodes each. The third season, I think, is like 12 episodes, and then the fourth season's like 24 episodes or something like that. Which I need to complain about, because I was talking to Lauren about this. I hate American TV shows because of how many episodes are in a goddamn season. It's too damn long. A season should not consist of 24 fucking episodes. I believe a season should consist at the most 14 or 15 episodes. Because you can wrap up a good story with getting the solid points with good character development. You can get a good story within 11 episodes. Within 11 episodes. That's all you need. 11 episodes for a season, you're good. 14, 15 at the most. In my opinion. Obviously. Because to me, I feel like, especially with American series, there's too much fucking filler. It's always like, okay, we need to go do this, but let's grab this character and put them in this scenario where we really don't need to, but let's just try to drag this out for longer. Because then, like, that event doesn't come up in the next episode or the episodes following that. Like, there's no payoff for a lot of the stuff that happens in a lot of shows. And that's what drives me nuts. It makes me upset as a storyteller, because it's like, why are you going to tell a story if it doesn't affect the character themselves? It's like as if they were having a dream sequence. But that's my rant about TV shows.
I don't know. I've just never been a big fan of TV shows, so I don't really...
You don't watch anime, you liar?
I do, but they're like short 30 minutes, and they're like 24 episodes per season, and all the ones that I like are usually old ones that have already been out for a while, so I just binge watch all of them. Which is why I don't really like any of the new ones.
I can't get into the new ones. That's the problem.
That too.
The newest one I got into was Psycho-Pass, because that one, it's an original concept.
Oh yeah.
And I really like the characters.
Wait, didn't you make me? Was it you that got me into watching that?
Yes,
I forgot.
I was like, you have to watch it because it's really good.
Oh yeah, so I watched it and I really liked it. It was good, but out of, I guess, the most recent ones, that was the only one. Because my girlfriend watched 7 Deadly Sins on Netflix.
Yeah, I can't get into that one.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I watched episodes with her. It was fun, but I wasn't going to sit there and binge watch it like I did Mad Lax or My Hime or anything like that.
Yeah, boy. And my anime, I essentially have like 5 anime that I usually go to. It's Digimon, Rurouni Kenshin, or Samurai X, whichever one you know it as. Initial D, Dragon Ball Z.
That was a long pause.
Yeah, no, it's because like I'm trying to think in my head, like if I had to think of like the top anime for me.
I was like, did I like click out or something? What happened?
The suspense is killing you. And probably Trigun. Like those are like my 5 solid anime go-tos. But like I know a lot, but
I never watched Trigun. I just read the manga for it.
I really liked it. I like it. One of the reasons why I like it is because it's short. It's so short. It's like
that's true.
It's like I want to say 19 episodes, if that.
Yeah. So I'm looking. Sorry, I was completely off topic. I'm looking at E3 because they're officially open to the public.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I want to go.
Dude,
the pricing is $249 for standard pricing for 3-day show floor pass.
Holy crap! Seriously?
The early bird was I think $149. It was $100 cheaper, but it's already sold out. So
holy crap!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
It's fun. It's great. I mean, I really do want to go because I've been wanting to go since forever.
Dude, me
but
too.
Yeah. But this pricing is crazy, and I'm trying to buy concert tickets, so I don't know how this is gonna work out.
Yeah, no, I'll just wait to see the announcements. Honestly, the only reason why I would want to go to E3 this year is for Kingdom Hearts 3, because I know there's gonna be an announcement for that. Final Fantasy 7, which I know there's gonna be an announcement for that.
Because they're remaking it, correct?
Yeah, which I think, from my understanding, they are going to release it in 3 separate parts. So they're going to release the first part.
Oh, of course they are.
Then they'll release the second part. Then they'll release the third part. Which I am not upset about because I understand because that game is fucking long. It's super fucking long. Plus, like, it's entirely new. It's essentially an entirely new game. It has a new battle mechanic. I mean, it looks pretty as fuck. But those are honestly the only 2 things that I'm really looking forward to. And then I guess Destiny 2, which I'm not a huge fan of it, but I don't dislike it. I just hope Destiny 2 really improves on what Destiny 1 was. But yeah, I think those are mainly all the things that I might be interested in. Right,
because otherwise those are probably the biggest things that they're probably announcing. Because
yeah.
Eh.
I mean, I'm sure Microsoft's going to be like, we're going to come out with a new Xbox. Woo!
I'm looking right now to see if there's any news on a Mass Effect Andromeda 2.
Oh, I doubt it if it just came out.
Well, I mean, so many people have already, like, they binged the game. It's done. So many people have finished it. They're barely releasing updates for it. They just released one.
Yeah,
but people are already asking about it.
Yeah, there's no way that they're going to set. There's no way they're going to release it.
No, not that
E3.
fast.
Yeah.
But let's see if there's anything that talks about it. Just out of pure curiosity. Also, I'm hearing that Xbox One is soon going to be allowing people to put custom gamer picks.
Oh, really? I am okay with that. They're ballsy.
I think they announced it sometime last month, and it's supposed to happen before E3. Huh. But I think it was only to a select pool, and then it's going to slowly roll out to everyone.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well,
it's I guess...
It's mainly because of the amount of users that they have that they can't just push one giant update. They have to be able to give it out in small increments.
And I think they're going to give it out in small increments in the beginning so they can, like, test it out and make sure that, you know, they have everything down. Yeah. So they know how to filter out any inappropriate shit, too.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because life.
I'm excited for that.
Oh, there goes my dick profile picture.
Oh.
God damn it, buddy.
Buddy is... we're trying to convince Buddy to get an Xbox.
Yes. So, Buddy, get an Xbox. That is not convincing.
Honestly, like, you might want to check the Microsoft Store. Like, online.
They have good deals.
They do. It's like, a lot of times they'll have, like, flash deals where it's, like, 50%, like, $50 off of the game console. I know $50 isn't a lot when you're paying a fuck ton for a device, but, I mean, it's better than nothing.
Right. They have a new one. What is it, Project Scorpio?
Yeah, I think...
I'm just like, why?
Well, I mean, I think it's supposed to be, like, a super... from my understanding, it's supposed to have, like, VR support. It's supposed to run everything at 60 FPS with HDR. Like, it's supposed to have, like, some crazy specs to it.
Yeah, I'm happy with my one. Thanks, guys.
I'm happy with the 1S. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with what I have. It's 4K. Let's see, 4K gaming, 6 teraflop GPU, 2.3 gigahertz custom CPU, 1 terabyte HDD storage, 12 gigabyte GDDR5 memory, 326 gigabytes memory bandwidth, HDR games and entertainment, 4K UHD Blu-ray and DVD.
It's like we're selling Xbox One right now.
I'm just looking at it because I'm like, why the fuck is this a thing now? Because I just got a 1S, but I'm like, I don't need this. Because I mean, it's cool, but
honestly, that console is specific for people who are in the entertainment area.
Probably, yeah.
Where they use their console like a crazy amount.
And it's like their thing, though.
Yeah. So like I totally get that. And
yeah.
As of right now, I'm trying to get to that point, but I'm not there yet. So until then,
right.
I'll be cool with this.
Right, and I mean the Xbox One S is actually pretty good. Oh, and also I think the Scorpio is about, what is it? They said it's mentioned to expect to spend about $600 to $800 for one.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
because again, it's going to be a jam-packed console. It's I mean the Xbox One is already a PC on its own, so I'm assuming the Scorpio is just going to be essentially a bigger PC, just the amount of stuff that you can do on it.
Pretty much, yeah. And I mean, I don't even have a TV that can handle 4K as well.
Lol.
So why would I get a thing that plays in 4K if I can't even see it?
I mean, your 1S can play in 4K, but...
Yeah, I know, which is already fine. I mean, the graphics are still beautiful. I just wait till I get like a better TV, then we'll see. Like the TV in my little party room thing. Now that TV.
That's a nice TV. That's a nice TV.
Yeah. So next time we should totally just bring all of our gaming gears here and like connect it to that TV, and go ham.
I'm down. I'm down for that.
Because watching Buddy play his game on that TV was gorgeous.
What?
It was. Oh, when you were streaming, we had you on the big TV.
Yeah, because Belfort came over to party with us, so he was like, "Can we watch Buddy stream?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah!" So we just blew you up onto the big screen, and we're like, "Here, guys, let's watch Buddy."
Yeah.
While we all drank and ate.
That explains a lot.
It was a fun time, that's for sure.
It was fun. We need to do it again.
We absolutely do. And with that being said, we also needed the podcast again next week. But as for now, that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys for listening to this week's podcast. We will be back next week because now things are back on track. Don't forget to subscribe to us on iTunes and SoundCloud. Don't forget to follow our social media and junk.
Background commentary.
All the other stuff. So thank you guys. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.